In this video, I'm going to be ranking the best shooting guards right now in NBA 2K25 My Team. We have a tier list here ranging from S all the way down to the D tier category, and we have actually about 50 of the best shooting guards right now in the game. So we got a ton of cards to rank here for you guys and just give my opinions on who I think the better shooting guards are in this game and just all around where I'd rank the best like 50 shooting guards right now in my team. But let me know what you guys would change about my tier list. Of course, this is just my personal opinion and my personal rankings, but I think Pink Diamond Dr. J is actually going to be in the S tier category. Now I know Dr. J has his Dark Matter card that will of course be in the S tier category, but Pink Diamond Dr. J is still a top 5, top 7-ish shooting guard in this game. 6'7" at the 2, 6'11" wingspan. I mean, the thing about Dr. J is this jump shot is really good, probably one of my favorite jump shots right now in this game. And since the market crash just happened with the new super packs, this card's actually gone down a ton in price. So for a top 5-ish shooting guard for only like 250 to 300k is not a bad price for Dr. J. Now Jimmy Butler, I think this card's like good all around. I mean, Jimmy Butler cards are always solid in my team, but his jump shot I'm not a huge fan of. But he's 6'7" at the 2, 6'8" wingspan. We know he's going to play lockdown defense. He's got great all around stats and badges, including 14 on Hall of Fame. But this jump shot on normal timing, I just don't think is great. You know, dribble style pro, I also don't think is great. So maybe even Jimmy Butler could be in C tier, but I think for right now, Jimmy Butler probably in B tier just because of his defense and his all around play. I think Austin Carr, realistically guys, I think might be in the D tier category. I don't think this card is good at all. I mean, he's very undersized for a shooting guard, 6'4" at the 2, 6'7" wingspan. Stats are very mediocre. Like, he's got silver badges in February, almost March now. Jump shot, not a good release, not good dribble sigs. All around, I don't think this card's great at all. Now, Demar DeRozan, I'm going to keep in A tier for now, but potentially could be in the S tier category. But there is a lot of really good shooting guards right now in this game. And the thing with DeMar is his jump shot's only on quick timing. And this is the biggest flaw with this card, because he did get the Devin Booker dribble style, which is maybe not the best dribble style in the game, but it's a very good one. But this release only on quick timing, it's just not fast enough, and it's realistically not that great of a release. So I think that's the one thing this card could have improved on. And it's also not like he's some amazing all-around defender compared to some other shooting guards on this list. So I think DeMar is a fair A tier category shooting guard. Talking about David Thompson, I think this card maybe fits in perfectly in the C tier category. He's not a bad card by any means, but I don't think he's anything special. He's also only 6'4" at shooting guard, 6'7" wingspan. I think he's just like a better version of Austin Carr because he's got better stats and badges. He's got a slightly better jump shot, maybe a tiny bit better dribble sigs, but he's also very undersized for shooting guard. So I think C tier is a good spot for him. Now the Dark Matter Dr. J is pretty much just the Pink Diamond, but better, which is crazy to say out loud because the Pink Diamond is so elite. And the fact that we have a Dark Matter Dr. J, he's definitely going to be an S tier. Paul George, I'm going to find his Galaxy Opal because these cards are pretty much the exact same. I wanted to put both these cards on this list just because I know a lot of people might ask, you know, if I just had the Galaxy Opal, people might say, well, is the Pink Diamond Paul George not still really good? And they're basically the exact same card, this Pink Diamond and this Galaxy Opal. I think they're both A tier shooting guards. Maybe you could argue S tier, but I like to keep my S tier to like the top 5-ish cards at that position. And Paul George jump shot is really good, but the fact it's only on normal timing isn't amazing, but is a very good defender. And I would say like is in that top of A tier, probably a little bit better than DeMar. Now personally guys, I'm really in love with this level 40 Brandon Roy card. His Dark Matter, if we're talking about the Pro Pass one, it's a little bit better than the free version, but this card is amazing. 6'6" at the 2, 6'8" wingspan. This jump shot is top tier on very quick. It's such a fast release. I think his dribble sigs, I should say, are definitely really good. Having that De'Aaron Fox dribble style, I love. And yeah, all around, I mean, this card's got 25 Hoff badges. He's got a great jump shot, is a great slasher, and I would say is around a top 5 shooting guard in this game. Latrell Sprewell, I kind of want to go like C tier. There's nothing really too special about this card. Maybe you could argue B tier, but like 6'5" at the 2, 6'8" wingspan. Decent all-around stats. Not a big fan of the Evan Fournier jump shot. I don't think really has great dribble sigs. I would say he's going to be a C tier shooting guard for me. Pink Diamond Ron Artest, I want to go in B tier. I think he's a really good budget option. Again, because of the super packs, he's gone down quite a bit in price. He's like 20, 25k. 6'7", shooting guard, of course, 6'11" wingspan. He gives you really good lockdown defense on the perimeter, 98 steal, 98 perimeter. Jump shot, I do like. It's only a normal timing, but I do like the Rudy Gay jump shot. The one flaw with his card is he gives you very little shot creation, very little dribbling, having horrible dribble sigs. But if you're just looking for a strictly 3-and-D card, I mean, at shooting guard, he's one of the best in the game just for defense and being able to knock down a wide open shot. Talking about Allen Houston, again, probably like in a C tier category, maybe you could argue B tier. Grant Hill, I think, is a very similar card to Ron Artest, to Jimmy Butler. All these cards are great defenders, but the thing with Grant Hill also, just don't feel like he gives you much shot creation, much playmaking. You know, solid defender. He's got a little bit better slashing than a guy like Ron Artest. He's got good size, 6'8" at the 2, 7-foot wingspan. I think he's more of a small forward type of card. He doesn't really have the scoring ability at shooting guard, but again, I think he's solid in that B tier category. Brandon Miller is really good. I'm not sure if I can put him in A tier though, just because those cards are like elite shooting guards, but Brandon Miller is really good for his price tag. I would say him and Ron Artest are sort of on the same level. Dark Matter Michael Jordan. Now, I think you could maybe argue S tier because it is MJ, and he does have really good stats and badges, even though he came out like 2 months ago. But his stats are still, I mean, off the charts. Jump shots on very quick. Devin Booker dribble style. You could definitely argue this card in the S tier category. But again, I don't think he's better than either Dr. J. I don't think he's better than Brandon Roy. But we'll see. Maybe he'll be in the S tier at the end of this video. But Dark Matter MJ is obviously still a very elite card at the shooting guard position. Tracy McGrady, surprising to maybe a lot of people, including myself. Not that great. His jump shot, they kind of cooked it this year. It's really not a good jump shot, but he's still got great size. He's still got really good stats and badges. He can still slash to the rim and play good defense. So I think T-Mac is still going to be in B tier. Talking about Clyde Drexler, I think you could also put him in the B tier category. A lot of these cards are just sort of mid at the shooting guard position. Like, they're not anything special. 6'7" at the 2, 6'10" wingspan. You know, jump shot on normal, pro dribble style. I don't think they're as bad as like the Allen Houston, Latrell Sprewell, David Thompsons of the world, but I also don't think they're on the same levels like a DeMar, a Paul George. I think those cards are definitely a little bit better. Grady Dick, I kind of want to put in D tier. I mean, he's got a lot more size than Austin Carr, but his jump shot is really bad. 6'6" at the 2, 6'9" wingspan, can't play a lick of defense. Jump shot I do not like, no dribble sigs. I mean, maybe you could argue the C tier category because he's a pink diamond, but like realistically, I don't think Grady Dick's good at all. Mitch Richmond, I'll probably go in the C tier category. I think him and Allen Houston are very similar cards. Now, having a Galaxy Opal in C tier might seem a little bit low, but I just am not a big fan of this Mitch Richmond jump shot, and I'm not really sure what else he gives you, right? 6'5" at shooting guard, a little bit undersized, 6'8" wingspan, not a great defender, not a great slasher. You could say he's a good three-point shooter because 96 3-ball, really good Hall of Fame shooting badges, but I just don't like that jump shot for a shooting guard, and then also doesn't have great dribble sig. So I think Mitch Richmond's going to be in C tier alongside a guy like Manu Ginobili, a very similar card to like a Mitch Richmond. Talking about George Gerving, I think because of his defense and his slashing ability, I'll probably throw him in like that bottom of the B tier category. He is 6'7" at the 2, 6'10" wingspan, has a great player model, good defender, good slasher. Jump shot's okay. It's not my favorite jump shot in the game, of course, but I do think it's a little bit better than some of these guys in the C tier category. Ray Allen, I think, is also going to be in B tier. Like I mentioned, a lot of these shooting guards in the game are just sort of in that middle range. 6'5" at the 2, 6'8" wingspan. But the thing about Ray Allen, his jump shots on quick timing, it's always amazing in 2K. A very knockdown jump shot off the catch and shoot. Weirdly enough, they gave him a 37 block, which I find to be kind of ridiculous, but he's still not a bad defensive card, and he just lights out from 3. So I think Ray Allen going to be in that B tier category. Gordon Hayward, I think you could argue anywhere between like C and maybe B. I'll probably put him in like the high of C tier right now, just because, you know, 6'7" at the 2, 6'8" wingspan, okay slasher, maybe an okay defender, not that quick of a card. Jump shot's not amazing on normal timing. Dribble sigs aren't the best in the world. So yeah, I think Gordon Hayward's going to be in top of C tier. Hondo, I think, is also C tier. I think we're not really at that stage where we're talking about the 2K21 Hondo that Splash was cooking with. I mean, 6'5" 2 guard, 6'8" wingspan, is a really good defender. Jump shot, not great. Basic dribble style is horrible. Like, that's a dribble style that big man cards get. So I think Hondo's actually going to be in C tier. Joe Johnson I think is not bad, similar to like George Gervin, has good size and is definitely a good offensive card. J.R. Smith I think is also in B tier. I'll give him the slight nod because I do really like J.R. Smith jump shot cards in my team. 6'6" at the 2, 6'10" wingspan, really good slasher, solid defender, 92 ball handle, 97-3, and his jump shot's only on normal timing, but I think it's at least a decent jump shot. I think this Rafer Allison dribble style is horrible, or not dribble style, the size up is horrible. He does that weird like jump crossover between his legs, but I think J.R. Smith is still decent enough to be in that B tier category. Jaylen Brown, I don't think is great at all. I mean, does it sound crazy to put Jaylen Brown in that C tier category? 6'6" at the 2, 7-foot wingspan. Not a big fan of his animations wise. He does play good defense and he does have a lot of badges, 18 on Hall of Fame. I'll throw Jaylen Brown in that B tier category. Kawhi Leonard, we finally get to like a better shooting guard, I should say. He's definitely not a top 5 shooting guard in this game, but he's 6'7" at the 2, 7'3" wingspan. We know he's one of the best on-ball defenders in this game, and his jump shot, even on normal, is good off the catch and shoot. I think he's still a very good shooting guard in this game, even though he gives you very little scoring besides, again, catching the ball off the dribble, maybe attacking the rim, and hitting wide open jump shots. Franz Wagner, he's 6'10", which might sound good, but I really don't like his jump shot. I think he's actually going to be in C tier. Klay Thompson, pretty much the exact same card as Ray Allen, maybe a little bit better defensively, but are just going to be there to knock down wide open threes. 100 overall Vince Carter, of course, is going to be an S tier, probably still the best shooting guard in this game. I mean, he's 100 overall. Again, I keep forgetting, for some reason you can't see him if you search him. You have to go to this tab and then you can see the 100 overall Vince. 6'6" at the 2, 6'9" wingspan, almost 99 in every single stat, pretty much 99 in every single stat that matters. He has 30 Hall of Fame badges. He's got a great jump shot. That Patty Mills base is probably the best base in the game. Oscar could be argued as the best upper in the game on quick timing. Pretty solid dribble sigs. I mean, Vince Carter, 100 overall, easily going to be in the S tier category. Mikal Bridges is not bad. I think he's a good two-way shooting guard at the pink diamond tier. I think his jump shot's a little bit questionable, but it is on quick timing. Dalton Connect, I don't think is great. Honestly, I kind of want to throw Dalton Connect in D tier, but like, I'll throw him in C tier just because he's got a decent jump shot. Richase, I mean, he's 6'10". I think he's just a better Franz Wagner. I'd probably throw him in B tier. Now, the Dark Matter Brandon Roy that is free is a very similar card to the Pro Pass one, but he's going to be a little bit worse. And I'll quickly show you guys, what the difference is here. If we do compare these cards, you compare the free Brandon Roy to the, of course, Pro Pass version. Stats are the same. So you're thinking, how is this card in a lower tier? Well, it's one, if you go to the animations, the better one, like the Pro Pass version, has a jump shot on very quick compared to quick timing, which does make a slight difference. And then also dribble style wise, they have the same dribble sigs, but he's got the De'Aaron Fox size up, which is a lot better than the Pro size up. So a faster jump shot and a better dribble style, I think does make that kind of difference, where I think Brandon Roy, the free version, is going to be in the A tier category. Still an elite shooting guard though. Jalen Wells, I think, has to be in C tier. Bilal Coulibaly maybe comes as a surprise over a lot of these Galaxy Opals. I think Bilal Coulibaly is going to be in that A tier category. I think he's such a good shooting guard. 6'8" at the 2, 7'2" wingspan, elite defender, can slash. His jump shot's on quick timing. I think it's a pretty good jump shot. All around, this card plays amazing in game, and I think is going to be an A tier. Amen Thompson, I think, is probably like slightly worse than Bilal Coulibaly, and I'll probably throw Amen Thompson in that B tier category. Anthony Edwards, I mean, maybe you could argue in B, but he's a little bit undersized. I'll throw him in the B tier category. Very similar card to Jaylen Brown. Paul Pierce, I don't think is good at all. Just because he's a Galaxy Opal, I guess we could throw him in C tier, but Paul Pierce's jump shot is always horrible in 2K. Jay Rich, amazing shooting guard, one of the best in the game. They gave this card such a good release at the shooting guard position. 6'6" at the 2, 6'11" wingspan. Not a great defender at all, but the stats you get on the offensive end, 99 driving dunk, 99 vertical. His jump shot is amazing on quick timing. He's got great dribble sigs, such a good slasher. I think Jay Rich is easily a top 5 shooting guard. Like, these right here are probably like my top 5 shooting guards right now in this game. Talking about Norman Powell, undersized at the 2, I think has to go in D tier. Moses Moody, also very undersized at the 2, gonna go in D tier. Julian Strawther is really good. I don't know if you put Julian Strawther in the A tier category. I think he's sort of close to being there, even though he's a pink diamond. He's 6'6" at the 2, 6'9" wingspan. He's just a really good all-around card. I mean, Garland dribble style is the best dribble style in the game. Jump shot's good. Honestly, this might come as a surprise. I'm gonna put Julian Strawther in that A tier category. I think he's actually very elite and is on the same level as Bilal Coulibaly. Michael Cooper, really good as well. I think slightly worse. Probably gonna throw him in B tier, but again, a really good budget option at the shooting guard position. Now, I think Dark Matter Scottie Pippen, I'm gonna put him in S tier just because there's 2 Dr. J's in S tier, and I want to give, you know, Scottie Pippen his respect. He's got to be an S tier. He's such a good shooting guard. 6'8" at the 2, 7-foot wingspan. The defense on this card is ridiculous. He's got a very solid jump shot off the catch. He's got decent dribble sigs. And all around, Scottie Pippen is a top 5 shooting guard in this game. So I think he's got to be an S tier. And then the last 2 cards, Keldon Johnson is not great at all. He's horrible. And then Ron Holland is like a decent budget card. I'll probably throw him in that B tier category. But yeah, guys, this is going to be my shooting guard tier list. I know we went through a lot of cards in this video, but I haven't posted tier lists in a while. I wanted just to get like 50 cards, a ton, just so you guys can see my rankings on a lot of cards, especially obviously the recent ones that just dropped, but also, you know, cards that came out a couple months ago, just so you guys get my opinions and my rankings on these cards. But let me know what you guys would change. There's a lot of cards to go over in this video, so you know, these are just my personal rankings and my personal opinions, but let me know what you guys would change, and hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.